After the 1990 war cooled down, we moved back to our homes and started to relive, put our life back together. And my mom and her sisters came, and after my mom got better, my sister, her sisters, her two sisters, Auntie Catherine and Auntie Girl, they were three. They came to my uncle's house after they heard everything that happened to us and what these people had done to us. We were supposed to be taking care of us. They came and they decided to take us from my uncle's house, or my uncle James' house. So we moved to my uncle Joshua's house, which is about 15 minutes away. It was in the same single, but my uncle James is on 24th Street and my uncle Joshua is on 17th Street. And so we moved there with my uncle Joshua, my sister and I, and my cousin Naomi, who is one of my auntie girl daughters. And so we moved with Uncle Joshua and his wife, Stadria. And that's when the autopause happened. The autopause is a war, and it's the reason why we call it autopause is because we it was nasty. It was rockets, grenade. We used to call it doodoo ball, falling from in the clouds. So nobody was safe again. We were in bed one morning when we heard the rocket fell. The whole house, the whole ground shook, and it was so loud we couldn't even. Yeah, we have to wait for at least 30 seconds to be able to recollect, because it happened if the rocket fell right in our compound where we were living, and it broke all the walls down. But it has to be a miracle because I was there, and I'm a walking miracle. So nobody got hurt. Thank goodness, nobody got hurt. But it was a disaster. It was so bad, and it was so bad till people started to move again and moving around. But the good thing about the Autopol war for us was that we didn't, even though the rocket fell in our compound, and it was like a compound with a garage, and the garage were all affected. And so we were a little bit on the other side, but in the same compound, and that's why we were not hurt. But all the cars and in the garage, everything was damaged. And so that was the only good thing. We weren't hurt and we didn't have to move. So it was really, really, really bad. But surrounding us, other people were moving from that area because the rocket and the grenades were just falling everywhere. That war was another senseless war too. And so one of my friends, Shala, if you're there, hi, her name is Shada. She lived somewhere called Old Road, and on their end, it was really bad. So she moved. She came up that way to us in Single. She left from Old Road and came to Single, which is not too far from Single. She's really close. And she came to Single, and she asked if she could stay with us. Now, Shada is my very close friend, and she's the only friend I have. I'm a very close person. I don't have a lot of friends. So she's the only friend I do have in Liberia, and she and I went to the same high school. Shada was the one that introduced me to my husband. My husband was in 11th grade, and I was in the 9th grade. And I was so sucks at math. And my husband, he was so good at math. But guys, If you ask him right now, he doesn't know math. But when God wants something to happen, it's just happen so easily. And then when you look back, you wonder how. And that's how God works. And my husband started to tutor me math. And actually, I didn't want that. And this my friend, she knew Shada, she knew that I was so bad and sucks at math. And so she told me, you need to go talk to Johnny so you can be able to get this math done. And in Liberia, during those days, the teachers wasn't being paid. And so, it was just after the war, and people were struggling, and the teachers only went back to school because they loved what they did, but they weren't being paid. And so if you are like me and you don't know how to do math, the teacher will make sure they get money from you. Like, you have to pay the teacher to be able to pass that course. And I was not that kind of person that would pay the teacher. In fact, no way, no way. And so my friend and she told me, you have to go talk to Johnny. And so she actually like held my hands and took me to the house. And all this time we were on 17th Street, Cinco. I didn't know that my husband to be were living right across the street from me. Like, the house that we lived in, it was like a house with flat, so you can go on top and sit and see everybody. I used to even sit on the flat up there and see him directly in his yard. And after then, he told me that he used to watch me from his yard, sitting on the flat. And so I did not know he lived there. But when my friend told me and we went to his house, and I was like, whoa, I know him. I know he. It was so embarrassing. But yes, that's how I got to know my husband. When we moved from 24th Street to 17th Street, that's how I come, due to the Autopause War. So the Autopause War was good for me because I met my husband, and now we have 2 kids, and it's a beautiful thing. And I was in love with him then, and I'm still in love with him now. I'm gonna continue with the Autopause War on my next video. So for those of you who haven't subscribed, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And I'm also asking for a little help from you guys, all my Facebook friends and followers. Please help me so I can go back to my home country. I've been out of there so long, and I missed my home country. And now that my mom is also there, she's getting older, and my son that was deported, he also there too. I haven't seen my son since he was deported for 3 years now. And so I would love to just go and just give him a big hug, just letting him know that everything would be okay, because he was deported and he's not supposed to come back to the States until 10 years. And the reason why he was deported is because they had him in prison for 1.5 years and did not allow him, give him the options to be able to reapply, because he was on DACA, and he stayed in the prison until his DACA expired. DACA was like a status that allow you to become through the process you can become resident and to citizen, and it expires, I think, every 2 years, and you have to reapply. And so he was in the prison and he wasn't given that option, and so they deported him, and knowing that they were supposed to give him that option. So God knows why it happened this way. I am not mad, because I'm looking up to God, because God has always been my will. And everything that happened to me in my life, I know that his hands has been there inside. He's been the head of everything I've done. Everything that I can remember that I have done in my life, I know that God has been in control. So I know this happened for a reason. And my son one day will be reunited with me, his father, and his little brother. His little brother missed him so much. He got a pair of shoes and present his little brother when on his birthday, and this shoe, it's all broken up, but he will not let these shoes go. He have it right on his bed top. I will make another video, guys. He have it right on about that. He will have it right on his bed top, and he's never worn it. He just keep it there. And we told him, his dad and I told him, you have to throw this shoe away. It's old. He's like, no, I can't. This is very special shoes for me. I can't throw it away. So that's how he missed his brother a whole lot, because when his brother left, he was like, I think 10, 11, 12, 13. He was like 11 years old when his brother was deported. And so he cried, and I think he quietly cries, you know, every time for his brother, because he missing him. That's the only brother he has. So guys, thank you for watching my video. And I also want to say to you that for all those of you that follow me and love watching my video, please help me go back to my country. Look, I'm living from paycheck to paycheck, and there's no way I can afford to go to Liberia. But I really want to go. It's been 20 years now since I left. So I really want to go. And this is a plea, you know, help me. I have about 5,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. So if everybody could just donate $1, just forward this video. I even did a GoFundMe, and I have it on Facebook. So all you need to do, just click the button, share, so that others will see and be able to donate to my cost. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching my video again, and just know that I love and appreciate you for following me. I don't know if I will be able to go, because plane ticket is between $1,500 to $1,800, and when you get to Liberia, living expensive is huge. So I do need at least $5,000 to get my plane ticket. I want to take my little boy with me so he can be able to see his brother. So $5,000 will be able to take he and I and bring us back. Thanks for watching again, and I love you guys so very much.